What's up everyone, this is FP Sticks bringing you some practice Go Battle League battles here featuring Politoed. So I'm featuring two different team comps here, not necessarily of like this is a strict team that you need to run with Politoed, but more so talking about different ways that you could possibly run Politoed. So you have two different options in my opinion with running Politoed. You can run it as like a lead, running Weather Ball and Earthquake I would recommend because you're going to have play against Azumarill. You'll be able to cleanly handle that matchup in the 1 and 2 shield, as well as be able to handle like a Lantern and be able to hit for neutral damage against opposing water types. Or you can run Politoed as a safe swap, and I definitely recommend the Blizzard moveset if you are running Politoed as the safe swap. Blizzard is going to be able to one-shot like a Tropius and Altaria, any suspecting grass type that might come in onto the Politoed. You'll be able to have that nice surprise. Obviously, the unfortunate thing about running Weather Ball and Blizzard is that you're pretty much walled by Azumarill. That matchup is way worse if you don't have any neutral damage that you can throw at it with Earthquake. But in today's video, I'm just running some different battles with a bunch of my patrons, trying out some different team comps. I would have been able to feature some battles in Go Battle League, but my queue times are so long right now. Sometimes it takes upwards of like 2 hours to even finish one set because the queue times are so long, and in order to try out new Pokemon and try out new teams, sometimes I need to go into a practice format like this. It would be really great if Niantic at some point implemented a practice mode in Go Battle League where there was no penalty for trying new teams and dropping a lot of rating. It'd be really great, especially for us content creators, to be able to output content like that. But really quick video today. Let's talk through some of these matches, and my patrons play really well against me and kind of kick my butt. But Politoed in the lead here, so I am running Weather Ball and Earthquake. So this is a favorable matchup for Politoed, but what people are most likely going to do if they're in the Azumarill's situation here is just no shield, because Azumarill can still win this in the no shield. I'm not sure if they go straight Ice Beam if they win it though. It is kind of contingent on them having Play Rough. So I am scared that there's potentially an Alolan Marowak in the back, which is why I swap in my first Ice type here. And there's the Alolan Marowak. This is an interesting team comp that I've actually seen some other people been running as well, but it's like a water type in the lead, for example, this Politoed, and then double Ice in the back. So I'm using Alolan Ninetales as the safe swap, and then I have Abomasnow in the back. I've also seen this done with Frostlass as the safe swap. But essentially the whole point of this is to bait out the fire type, and then that guarantees that your Ice type in the back is going to have a lot of play. It's also great because if you get stuck against an Altaria in the lead, or any flyer in the lead like a Tropius, you'll have two Ice types in the back that can hang with that. So out comes an Abomasnow here, and unfortunately I did not want to get farmed there, and so I switch into my Abomasnow here, and I'm just going to try to rip off as many Weather Balls as possible. But unfortunately, my opponent's Abomasnow is really going to have a lot of play against both my Pokemon. I knew that my Abomasnow had play against both of his Pokemon, and then he knew that his Abomasnow had play against both of my Pokemon. So we're both kind of putting all of the weight on our Abomasnows here. Weather Ball will be just enough to KO this Abomasnow. But then, unfortunately, I'm going to just barely not have enough energy to reach this Earthquake. Very, very close. I was one mud shot off. If I was able to farm on my opponent's Abomasnow a little bit more, I would have been able to take that game. But really nice play by my opponent there. Ferrothorn lead against Umbreon. This is fairly neutral, and this is where I kind of have Politoed as a safe swap here. So it is running Blizzard. I also have Altaria in the back. The thought process behind this, Ferrothorn is weak to fire, so Politoed and Altaria both handle the fire types. Ferrothorn is also weak to fighters, counter users, so Politoed can function as a safe swap there. Kind of has neutral play against a lot of those fighters, and Altaria, being a flying type, obviously has a lot of play against the fighters. So I get my Politoed on the field here, And out comes Venusaur. I really wanted to be able to get to this Blizzard, but here's the thing. If I shield this, I know that they're just going to shield the Blizzard. So I can't shield the Politoed. Unfortunately, my opponent was too fast on the swap there. I'm going to bring an Altaria here because I can pretty comfortably tank 2 Sludge Bombs. I do want to farm up as much energy as possible. So I most likely am just going to throw the Sky Attack here. And then they for sure let the Venusaur go. If Umbreon comes out, this Altaria is going to output so much more damage. Yep, that's totally fine. I'm going to shield this and see what they have in the back. I really can't farm up too much more, so I will throw the Sky Attack. It's a Drifblim in the back. This is very, very bad for me. If my Ferrothorn was running Thunder, it'd be slightly better, but this is just very unfortunate because my opponent is up in shields. So I clear my debuff there. And my Ferrothorn is just too low here. So I really should have thrown the Sky Attack on the Umbreon much sooner because the little bit of farm that I did get with the Dragon Breath damage just really was not worth it. So that was definitely my mistake that made me lose this game. I should have thrown on the Umbreon so I didn't have to commit that second shield, but really nicely played by my opponent there. Politoed lead into a Abomasnow. This is terrible because I am running Earthquake, so I'm absolutely walled. I mirror with my own Abomasnow instead of bringing in the Alola Ninetales, which technically is the better counter to this. So out comes Hypno. This is really not good for me. I'm hoping that Weather Ball plus Energy Ball will potentially be enough to flip this matchup in my favor. I'm barely able to get to this Energy Ball here. And the Hypno barely survives, but I am able to regain swap, which is really good for me. Out comes the Abomasnow. Now I'm going to be able to get my Ninetales aligned with this Abomasnow, and I can just go straight Weather Ball. I am running Powder Snow and Weather Ball on the Ninetales, and then Dazzling Gleam as a secondary move. I really like Dazzling Gleam as a secondary move on Ninetales if you are running Powder Snow as the fast move, because you're able to generate energy pretty fast. They're shielding the Abomasnow, which is pretty interesting, and then they catch on their Politoed. Amazing play. Really nice play. I got to get out of here so this Politoed doesn't get too far ahead on energy. And then we get some nice, sweet lag there. They do land the Earthquake. The unfortunate thing here is that this Earthquake, I think, might barely not KO. Yeah, it definitely does not KO. And so I'm forcing them to throw energy on me, which is why I didn't throw the Weather Ball. Now I'm going to throw this Weather Ball, but I know the unfortunate thing is that the Abomasnow is going to come in and be able to farm me down, and my Switch Clock is not up. So I actually needed my opponent to take out my Politoed so I could come in and farm. So big misplay on my part. This Abomasnow has so much energy, it's able to get to another Energy Ball. And it just barely takes me out. Really nice play by my opponent for sure. Ferrothorn into Swampert. So this is obviously a very favorable lead. And again, I have Politoed in the back. So I am extremely slow to respond on this swap because I didn't have necessarily like a hard response to this Skarmory. Politoed wins this in the 2 shield going straight Weather Ball, but this Skarmory has a huge energy advantage. There is a case to be made that I could go Blizzard right off the bat, but it's way more punishing if the Blizzard does get shielded there. So I'm just going straight Weather Ball, and I know that I can win this in the 2 shield. So I really want to maintain alignment because Ferrothorn on Swampert is really good. So I do shield up this Brave Bird, which is good for me. This allows me to Mud Shot down the Skarmory. Out comes Swampert. These Weather Balls are no joke on Swampert. It's really going to output a lot of damage. Able to get to another one. Politoed is so spammy. And then I'm able to bring out my Altaria here. The reason I aggressively switch an Altaria is because I have 2 responses to the Swampert. They have a Powder Snow Ninetales in the back. So I'm kind of glad that I get it on the field right now, and I force them to throw energy. They don't allow me to get to the Sky Attack. My Politoed can potentially still get to a Weather Ball, so I bring it in here because I want to force them to throw energy. They are throwing another Weather Ball here, which I barely survive, and then I'm going to get off some great chip damage with this Weather Ball here. They let it go. I bring out my Ferrothorn. They're pretty much in Power Whip range, so I can just go straight Power Whip at this point. Out comes the Swampert. I'm definitely going to farm down this Swampert. I am not concerned about Earthquake, and definitely not concerned with Hydro Cannon. I just go for the Flash Cannon here to be safe because it is double super effective, but I'm pretty sure Power Whip would have been enough, but just to be safe, going for the Flash Cannon here and able to take this game. Obviously had a pretty favorable alignment there for me. All right, Galvantula lead. So Politoed easily gets to this Weather Ball before the Galvantula gets to the first move, so I kind of like to just throw this Weather Ball and then make a swap. They no shield, and then I was trying to catch on my Alolan Ninetales, which I do. Hopefully this is a lunge, but they go for Discharge. Very smart play by them. Out comes Azumarill. This is where Dazzling Gleam is pretty clutch, because this is going to do a lot of damage here, even though the Powder Snow is resisted. It does like 50% damage to Azumarill, so that's no joke. And I can just let this go. We both still have 2 shields. The Galvantula has a little bit of residual energy. I'm going to bring out Politoed here because I feel like that Azumarill is very close to being in Earthquake range. What I actually want to do here is farm up some extra energy, so when the Galvantula does come in, I'm able to rip off another Weather Ball on it and draw a shield. So down goes Azumarill. I know Galvantula is going to come back in, so I throw this Weather Ball. They have to shield this if they want to keep it alive. And I'm able to get to another Weather Ball. I felt like they were going to commit to the farm down. I'm now going to swap to transfer this Volt Switch onto the Abomasnow. I know this is going to be a lunge. They have no reason to not lunge, so I shield it up. And they have 2 lunges. This is very scary for me. What is in the back? Thank goodness it's a Flygon, and I'm able to get to this Weather Ball to take it out. Short video today. I will be bringing you more team comps once I get comfortable with this new meta and can actually recommend teams that I feel are good. But thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you appreciate the content, and I'll see you all in the next video.